Robert Benavides here for the Boxing Mob with the great Tom Loeffler. Have a new event coming up. So, Tom, I want to get into it. Manny Robles in the post-fight presser said the judges need to be held accountable. What does that mean, and how do you recommend people can be held accountable?
I think Manny's 100% right. He said, we're giving interviews, he's giving interviews. The judges, somebody needs to explain the scoring for that fight. Let me just start out, before I get into all that, let me start out giving both Serhii Bohachuk and Vergil Ortiz a lot of credit. It takes two to tango. Both those guys put on a great show for the fans. It was a war, and I think it's definitely the leading candidate for Fight of the Year this year, so you got to give both guys a lot of credit. I think Vergil fought a great fight. He'd never gone 12 rounds before, never fought fully at the 154-pound division, and for that, I think he fought very well. I just don't think that he won the fight. I think Serhii should have at least, like one judge, Max Luca, had it a draw. I think Serhii should have at least kept his title when he scored 2 knockdowns and outland, throw more punches, land more punches in 4 of the rounds. Most of the people that I've talked to, whether it's Mario Lopez or whoever, 6-6, which is a draw plus the 2 knockdowns, you give the fight to Serhii Bohachuk. But Serhii's in a great position. He's a great demeanor. People saw the video that was posted online after the fight, after party. Both fighters went to the hospital for observation. Serhii was released right away after passing his MRI. They kept Vergil for longer, so we hope Vergil is okay. We haven't seen him on camera or anything like that. I'm sure, with his nose busted up and the punches that were landed, he was pretty swollen up. But again, you can't take anything away from Vergil. We just don't think that the judging should have reflected that Serhii's still a champion.
Okay. And what is the update on Serhii? How's he holding up, and what's the plan moving forward?
Everyone's enthusiastic. Naturally, there's a big disappointment losing an important title like that. He was the WBC interim world champion, but in our eyes, he's still the champion. And the response that he's gotten from the media and the fans, where the media was, everyone was picking Vergil by KO. So you could say they were disappointed in Vergil's performance, and they were really surprised by Bohachuk's performance, even though they shouldn't be, because the way he dominated a world-class fighter like Brian Mendoza, full-fledged 154-pounder, a guy that knocked out Sebastian Fundora, and Serhii dominated him over 12 rounds to win that title. Was no surprise to me, and that's one of the reasons why we accepted the fight. A lot of people didn't want to fight Vergil Ortiz, and I would say most of a champion that wins a title like this wouldn't go into such a dangerous title defense like Vergil Ortiz, but Serhii was very confident, and he agreed to the fight, and again we think he won the fight, or at worst a draw. So we're happy with his performance. We're happy with the fan reaction. He's got a lot of compliments online, gained numerous fans, new fans, and he's in a great position with such a deep division at 154 pounds.
And what about, is there an immediate rematch? Is an immediate rematch something you're going to be challenging the WBC and Golden Boy? Talk about any potential rematch.
As of now, there's no immediate rematch, but he doesn't need a rematch. I mean, it's a great fight. I'm sure the fans would want to see another rematch of that type of fight, this time on a much higher level because of the way the first fight went. But there's so many different options out there for Serhii. His Excellency Turkey came up to us after the fight, said he definitely thought either Serhii won or at least got a draw, so he wants to put him back on. He's a very intelligent boxing person and wants to put Serhii on one of the shows before the end of this year. That was great news for Serhii. The TV coverage that he got, all the fans on social media talking about the fight. So a lot of people are going to be excited about seeing Serhii Bohachuk back in the ring this year.
And then the last question is, talk to me about this upcoming card, who are the people to look out for, and a little bit about the show we can expect.
We got a couple upcoming shows. First, we got August 31 at Chumash Casino. live on UFC Fight Pass, headlined by Kane Sandoval. Kane Sandoval, 13-0 with 11 knockouts. Great up-and-coming star, rising star, right on the verge of being world rated in a very tough fight against Duno. So, you know, all the guys on the UFC Fight Pass, and this is what Dana loves and why he's so supportive of the boxing that we're building on UFC Fight Pass, is because they're all competitive fights. They're all competitive fights. When the guys get to a certain level where they're undefeated, like Omar Trinidad, like Callum Walsh, like Kane Sandoval, you know, when you're undefeated like that, they're not blowing up records against guys with losing records. You know, all these guys have proven themselves, and that's why Serhii Bohachuk, when he fought Patrick Alate on our show on Fight Pass, when he fought Nathaniel Gallimore, he was ready for that Brian Mendoza fight, which he won with flying colors, and he was definitely ready for Vergil Ortiz. So it was a tremendous fight, and we got great expectations for Kane Sandoval. That's August 31, UFC Fight Pass, Chumash Casino. Got a couple of other notable names on that show. Is Umar Jambekov, who is undefeated 8-0, fought 6 times last year from Vienna, Austria. Trains here at Wildcard Gym with Marvin Samodio, and a new fighter that we're working with is Sadruddin Akhmedov from Kazakhstan. I know a few things about Kazakh fighters, and he had a tremendous amateur career. He's 13-0. And we're excited to have him on the show, on the first show. And we also have, now that we're here at Wildcard Gym with Freddie Roach, Callum Walsh. We're going to be announcing his next fight tomorrow. It looks like that'll be announced officially tomorrow, but we're planning a homecoming for Callum, and you know, all the official details will be announced tomorrow. But you know, we got high hopes for Callum. He's rated number 9 in the WBC. He's a Continental America's champion for WBC, undefeated. Great looking, great charismatic Irish fighter, 6-time Irish national champion, European gold medalist, and just really took to a professional style under Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach.
Okay, fantastic. Any closing statements or anything just to watch out for 360?
Just watch out for our shows at 360promotions.us. Chumash, August 31st. We're going to have another show in Commerce Casino. We sell out Commerce Casino every time we go there. We sold out Chumash every time we've been to Chumash. They're very happy with the world-class boxing that we're putting on. Want to also give a shout out to Cecilia Breckhus, who had a very big win last Saturday. She won the WBC Interim World Championship. Emma Cozine couldn't get her visa, so she fought a very tough Maricela Cornejo, and you know, she's a champion again. Cecilia, one of the longest reigning undisputed welterweight champion, a definite Hall of Fame career, and she's still doing it at age 42. She's still fighting and won another title, and now we're looking to potentially plan a homecoming for her in her home country of Norway, where she's headlined. I think it was 3 shows she's headlined there, sold out the arenas there in Norway already.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.